Gamer Hours. Welcome back. It's me. Did you start it yet?
Yeah, I did, but I wasn't gonna say
Alright,
anything until
alright,
somebody
cool.
else did.
Okay, good.
Welcome back to the Gamer Podcast.
I started it, and then it was like really quiet,
I
so I
hate
was like,
video games.
question-
Video
question-
games are the worst.
Question of the week:
No gaming.
Does Mario, when Mario take the mushroom, do it make him do the drug? Epic.
No, video games are bad. This is
I
an
know
anti-gaming
Mario. He
podcast.
does not hit his head on the block. He punch it with his finger.
Pow! He hits that whip.
He hits it.
He hits the Quan.
Wow.
people think he hits
Stop.
it with his head.
Yeah. And then people
Why else
always
would he
make
put
fun.
his arm up like that?
Yeah, he jumps with his
not
arm up.
He has like some weird muscle contraction disease.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean,
Hey,
granted,
everybody, welcome
people
back to the
don't.
Podcast. My name's Donnie.
Oh yeah, we
I'm
didn't do
Luke
anything.
Ash.
I'm Max.
Andy fucking
Lucas is
died.
here, me
so
first.
don't-
Lucas,
I
went-
Lucas already said his name.
Okay, hold
Wait,
on.
Listen next time, Dunker.
Cracking a cold one.
I gotta
Calm
grab
down,
another
you gotta
can
figure that
of
out.
tea now. Way to go, asshole. I gotta crack another one.
and I'm Nick Kroll. Okay, moving on.
Is that
I was
I'm
watching.
Bobby
I was
Schmidt.
watching an interview with Nick Kroll and John Mulaney, and Nick Kroll started it off and said, "Hi, I'm Nick Kroll," and then John Mulaney said, "And hi, and I'm John Mulaney. Nice to see you." And then it just cuts back to Nick Kroll, and he goes, "And I'm Nick Kroll," and it was very funny.
This is
Like-
good.
Like John did a whole nice little spiel, and then described who he was, I think, or something like that, and then it just came back to Nick, and he goes, "And I'm Nick Kroll." Yeah.
I watched I hopped in on Anthony Fantano Instagram live stream earlier, real quick, and it was him interviewing some guy. I forget who it
Yeah.
was, and all I caught was the guy going, "Yo, Anthony, can you send this to me so I can post it on my page or something?" Anthony's like, "I'm gonna upload this on YouTube, dude. It's an interview." It was really
It's
funny.
a one-time event.
It was funny.
Ugh.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. We're here.
Yeah, we haven't recorded one in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
Next, updating ourselves.
I'm just saying. It is now post
Will you Goku
Thanksgiving.
prom to me with me?
We are
I'm
recording
just
this
saying.
the night before posting, and not say 8 days before posting like usual. Usual.
I feel you. I feel.
I pick it up.
I'm gonna put things down.
How was your Thanksgiving,
My arm's
guys?
gonna
On a
You know.
scale from 1 to busted pants, how much did you eat?
I give it a solid 7.
I'm feeling a 7.
7's
I
a good
got
number.
a 6.
I'm like
Right
a
there.
3. I don't eat much on Thanksgiving.
See,
I
I'm
love
giving it
that.
I'm giving it a
That's my-
7 solely because of the food and everything was great. The reason the things keeping it back were the fact that I was just so fucking busy and I had no time to do anything over break except interact with family and sleep.
Isn't that usually what Thanksgiving break is for college students? Though?
Yeah.
I know, and
That's
I hate
pretty much
it.
what it was for me. I came home one night, my mom, dad, and I just talked. Next night, I did homework while my dad and I watched a James Bond movie.
See, I didn't
Next
have
day,
time to
we
do
just-
homework.
It wasn't
Oh, I
even
did.
homework I was doing. I was helping out with the 5K because I
Lucas
am
is
a
one of those
5K
families.
He's one of
family,
those.
except I help out with them. All right.
Lucas, how
We
many
organize
donuts
them.
did you eat? I mean,
Yeah, no, but
bagels.
it's worse
What's
because
a bagel?
I
okay,
had bagel.
what's a
Bread donut.
bagel?
Okay.
bread donut?
What
Then-
episode is this?
This is
Not the
12.
lore.
This
I'm
is
pretty
12.
Is this 12?
This
Let's
is
check.
not the lore. We
I'm
did
going
not-
on YouTube real quick to see
We
what
did not
episode.
start the lore episode with
God,
gamer. we recorded.
We're so bad at. We don't even know our own podcast.
See,
But
you said
episode-
we were
I
gonna
thought it
keep
was
it
12. I
neutral.
just wasn't.
I don't-
Yeah, we're
I don't
good.
remember.
It's 12.
Yeah,
But
fine. Next
Yeah.
yeah, Lucas is one of those families. So
Yeah,
Watch
and you're
out.
dumb, so whatever. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm not
Uh,
dumb. I don't have
anyways,
legs.
shut-
I can't run
shut-
in a 5K.
yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I'm a disembodied.
As a genuinely disabled person, I am offended.
No,
Yeah.
you're not.
I'm not offended.
Pretend to be.
Like cut off and numb. It's true.
I wish my leg got
We
cut off because
act-
then it wouldn't
No,
hurt.
you ever watched Pee-wee's Playhouse?
Hell yeah.
I'm
Pee-wee
Jambi the
Herman.
genie's son. I'm just a head. I'm just a floating head in a box with a
Yeah, and
laptop.
everyone has to say the magic words to get to you. We should have a thing where in the description, if we say a magic word, all the audience back home has to scream. It's just like in the show.
Oh my god.
And I like watching. I like
Today's
watching
secret word is
the.
Wait, so like in the description, it's like listen for the secret word, and then when we say the secret word in the podcast,
Scream
they
in
You have
your
to-
own
You
home.
have to record yourself screaming as loud as you can, and we will block you on all social media platforms.
Submit us your weekly oi screaming videos. Make
So
sure to do it
you're-
in a crowded area or around sleeping
Well-
children.
Well, I was gonna say, so is that how we're gonna start the podcast every week? We have someone like scream and go, "This is the Oi Podcast number 67." Go up to their
Yeah.
like old grandma. Ah!
Okay,
Yeah.
Scream.
if we just want someone to scream like that, we could just get Frankie McDonald as a guest.
Oh my
The
god.
bucket head, man.
I love
gotta do
Frankie
it.
McDonald
I love
so
him
much.
so
He's
much.
such a
I
treasure.
love him.
Oh,
He would be the best guest.
quick. Speaking of guests, quick shout out to Kevin and Cam. They really, really want to be on this podcast. Like,
We'll
really.
get
They
them
should
on.
be sometime.
They should be. They'll
I told
download
them-
Discord.
I told them
We
next,
should do it in a live episode.
next
Yeah.
time.
We're almost
they,
together.
in real.
Yeah, well, we'll get them a Discord server and we'll get them in here or whatever. But
Yeah. Or we could just do it in the live episodes. Yeah.
We'll do something.
oh, you mean
we
like
have a-
back home?
Like when we're
Yeah,
back
over
home,
Christmas break or something.
Yeah.
that might be a good idea. But
Yeah.
I told them
No.
well next I told them we could do it, but it would have to be a very special occasion.
Yeah. Shout out to not Deshant. You're not coming in on this podcast.
Get
Oh,
fucked,
So, I don't even know you, but don't.
get wrecked, kid.
I've
I'm
heard
just throwing that
stories.
out there. He probably doesn't listen to this anymore, but I'm just
Why?
It's
Because
for-
we didn't talk about it.
I don't know, because Deshant gets really into stuff a lot, and then just kind of drops it randomly.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Like women.
Oh shit.
Don't. I said the word porn the other morning in the car.
That was
and
so funny.
And I was like, wait, fuck, I can't say that word around you.
Are you
It's
going
not-
to
no,
explain
no.
that? Because you
Let's-
said that
okay,
now,
no,
and
no.
this is being
So-
It
recorded.
was after
The other
whole milk
morning-
argument. We're not arguing about this.
Yeah,
on
yeah, we're
the
not. Yeah, we're not gonna argue it again.
We're
but-
not talking about this.
Yeah, the milk
Okay.
argument.
Oh, it was about the MILF
Um,
argument. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I brought it up to Donnie. So I went downstairs and I was like, and
I said the word MILF or something.
yeah,
in the
yeah.
car.
he's-
And Deshant
yeah,
goes, what the fuck? Oh
yeah,
my
he said the word
god.
milk, and he goes, wait, what?
And I was like, no.
Oh god, it's funny.
Yeah.
4K porn.
Yeah.
It's not real.
We won't talk about it on the podcast, but what that argument was just someone said something in the actual Oi chat, and then we had like a solid 30-minute argument.
It was
It was
more
longer
than 30 minutes.
It was,
It
at
was
least
more
an
than
hour.
Okay, maybe an hour
I-
argument.
I slept in that day because I didn't have my internship or anything, and I wake up and I see 98 messages and one privately from Andres that said, "You missed a lot of shit, dude."
no, it's funny because Andreas messaged me. I went to class, checked my messages after, and he goes, this is fun. I'm just trying to piss off Max at this point.
And it
I
was
could
so
tell.
obvious
Yeah,
too.
no, I could tell, but I was
You
just.
can
I was-
tell when he's just Andreasing.
He did a good job of hiding it because like bringing up legitimate arguments instead of "No, Max, you are a Jew." Really does.
Well, no, well, he's bringing up legitimate arguments. You put that in air quotes because like it really like had not a whole
I
lot
didn't
to do with
look
it,
into that.
but like he was
Why?
trying to sound intelligent and make points.
Yeah.
Uh,
But I don't.
Anywho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a
Anywho.
fun thing.
Yeah. Andy, you want to talk about the belly button lint baby? Because that's in
Oh.
the topics, and you had
Oh
me
my-
type that in while you were driving.
Oh yeah, so I thought of that over break. Okay, so over Thanksgiving break, we had my girlfriend's family over to our house for dinner for one night.
For one night only.
For one night only. We had this new deal. So, and my girlfriend's mom tells us, and she's like, "So, have you heard?" So hold on, I come up with a fake name for her little sister. I'll say Susie. That's
H.
a standard name, right?
her name's H.
So I'll say Susie because that's easier to talk about. So she's like, "So have you heard Susie's definition of why boys can't have babies?" And we're like, "Oh no, what's that?" And so she's like, "Oh well, you see, boys have hairy belly buttons and hairy stomachs, and it gets lint stuck in there. And the belly button is the baby breathe hole, and so it can't breathe and it dies because there's too much lint in the way." And we look at her and we're like, "No,
Um,
you're pretty smart." And so
I like the fact that the baby canonically dies in this universe.
yeah.
Men do in
she's
fact
like,
get pregnant. It's just
and then she
babies
says,
die.
no. To her, she thinks everyone has one. So she's like, oh, hold on a second. She lifts up her shirt and she's like looking at her belly button. She's like, oh, it's okay. I don't want mine to die.
Wow.
What?
I mean, like, obviously you can't say anything to her.
That is so goddamn funny.
It's
she's
so
like-
morbid too. I just love the fact that
Yeah.
the baby dies canonically.
So
so
if you
Canonically.
I was writing something down, but so to clear this up, if you have belly button lint, your baby will die.
yeah, it'll suffocate
Okay,
because it
gotcha.
can't breathe through the belly
It
button.
gets in the way.
So can men have babies die inside them if they have belly button lint,
Well,
or can
no,
men
no,
have
no.
baby
Well,
belly
no, no.
lint?
Well,
Well, no,
Max,
that's why that's why she says boys in her words can't have babies is because
Oh, okay.
the belly button lint gets stuck in their belly button hair and they die.
Okay.
What if you're one of those weird hairless freaks though?
then you die,
Then you have a baby. Yeah.
or you can conceive.
Yeah.
Wait, so like, does she think everyone is born and then the baby is inside of them, or
I-
does she like?
I think so.
Okay, so
I am not
wait,
sure. I didn't want to push it. I
yeah,
I would have
didn't
said
wanna-
something.
You didn't want to
reactionary.
shock a child into learning how fucking butt
Yeah.
stuff is.
Pulpy too, but you'd be like, no, this is what really happens.
Yeah, pull up
Okay.
the fucking
YouTube
YouTube
video.
video on
Okay.
how to put on a
It's
condom. When the guy's
education.
got like a 9-inch dick. It's fucking huge.
Yeah, education.
I love all the comments on that video. It's hilarious.
Then there's the
'Cause
one
they're
like
just-
how to
it's-
shave your vagina, and it's just a chick's vagina.
It's
It's just-
education.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch. All the comments on that video are just like a bunch of bot accounts that are like, yes, I'd love to. Blah. It's horrible.
Yeah. Yes,
I
very
can tell you,
sexy.
probably
I would
not
like
bots.
to put my finger in that.
Let me put my robot oil inside of you.
Yes, hello. You are very beautiful. Here's my phone number.
Okay.
It's
How do
sexy,
how do
It's
siblings
next. For all
work?
you know,
then?
they could just be Indian.
Siblings? Oh.
It's from each brother or sister.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
do like
It's
that's
like a
what I was wondering.
Matryoshka doll.
Yeah, you know what? I don't. That's a good question.
Gotta
That's a
ask
good,
little Susie now.
that's a good question.
Yeah, you'll
Little
have to
babby
ask her.
Susie.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
When you come home,
I'm
you
not
have
gonna
to say,
ask. I'm not gonna ask.
Some people have multiples. Sometimes
Because then
guys
she'll
are
think. Because
in
then she'll
order.
think about it more, and I don't want her to think about it more and ask questions.
She'll
'cause then
start
I'll feel
looking
bad
it up
for
later
lying
in
to
her
her.
life, and she'll go, "You lied to me." You.
She's gonna be like Andreas's little sister, who's been going on 4chan since she was like 8.
Well, no wonder she sells drugs. Oh no,
Yeah.
that's the other one.
What was the joke? So the joke she got kicked out of like kindergarten or preschool because she's like, what was it? The joke was like, there's 2 faggots sitting in the hot tub. Like this is how the girl she said too. It was
And
like
she's
"There's
5.
2 faggots sitting in the hot tub, and there's and all of a sudden there one sees like semen come to the surface. The other one says, "Dude, why are you jerking off?" And he goes, "No, I farted."
It's very good. However, imagine hearing the beginning of a joke from a 5-year-old going, "So there's 2 faggots,"
That's the part
and
where
not stopping them.
yeah,
Good.
yeah. She's really messed up.
Remember that one. That's a classic.
I'll never forget that because I just
That's
remember.
lovely.
Wouldn't you love your child to say that to you, Max?
Dude, I would give him or her a high five.
Your child,
A
Max
solid
2,
high five.
Return of Jufar.
There it is.
I had to name a bunch of audio tracks today, and I was just I wasn't naming them. I was just writing down like what they were. I didn't come up with names yet, and I just like putting notes like stupid fucking metal song or whatever. And there was 3 jam tracks, and I called the first one Just Jammin', and then I called the second one Just Jammin' 2, Return of Jafar, and then I put Just Jammin' 3, Somehow Jafar Came Back for a 3rd time.
Good.
As
Three
Jafar
request
was.
for more money.
and that was my notes on that. But okay, so moving on with the topics that we have in our server. What's Weird AI? What do you want to explain that, Donnie?
Weird Al.
No, that says
Weird
that says
Al.
AI. I want you to talk about artificial intelligence in your page.
Watch out, you
Well,
talk about
you
the-
ever had one of those sex robots?
Yeah.
Me too. That's Weird AI. No, so we came back Monday.
Wait. Hold on. I want to stop
No,
you for a
the
second.
joke's over.
Are those
Hold on.
smart? Or do they just
The
sit there?
joke's over.
What do you mean?
No, I'm like honestly curious. Is that considered AI though? A sex robot? Because does it actually?
If you
do
have
things,
if
or
it
does
has
just sit
artificial
there, like,
intelligence, then
docile?
yes, it's AI. It depends on the model, Andy.
AI doesn't have to mean very smart. It just has to mean like functioning and like.
Yeah, it just has basic computational like brain
I
power.
don't need to type anything for it. To
Anyway, came back Monday from Thanksgiving break, and my professor's like, "All right, guys, welcome back. I'm gonna get you warmed up. Remember, we're talking about metallic foils." So I just see him pull up YouTube and just
pulls up the new Weird Al.
the Weird Al video foil.
Yeah.
And he's just like, and I was like, yes. And he's like, you've seen this before? And I'm like, hell yeah.
Duh.
Because it's
Come
Weird
on.
Al and it's a great song. And everyone's like, giving him weird looks. And we just watched the foil music video. And like, he's like, all right, now let's get to work. And then we just started talking.
That's pretty fucking
Good.
funny.
Yeah. Also, the one I was gonna bring up was baking soda super glue. Baking soda causes super glue to stick instantly.
Yep, it's an accelerator, and it also
Yeah.
gives you it gives you some extra material too, which is
That
nice.
gives you cancer too.
No, it doesn't give you cancer, but it hardens so quickly that it like creates another solid.
Yeah,
So
I
it's-
think it's
It's nice
due to
for
the fact
filling
that-
gaps.
Yeah, I think it's like because the way super glue works is it reacts with the moisture in the air, and that's what causes it to like
Right.
stick so quickly. And so I think it's just because baking soda is like so good at absorbing like moisture from the air. Like that's why you use it to keep stuff fresh.
Yeah, there's
it just-
also actual super glue accelerator you can buy, and what a lot of guitar repair people do, well, not a lot, but a few that I've seen that are smart. They have a little tiny airbrush gun at their station, like like what people use
Mhm.
for like model making and stuff, and it just has super glue accelerator in it, so they can grab it whenever. So if they need to use super glue, they can just pull out that little airbrush thing and hit it with accelerator once it's getting into place. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because baking soda like can't use that to accelerate it all the time because it actually creates material.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a fun thing.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't know that.
I didn't like. I mean, I didn't thought about it. It's due to the
interesting.
fact that like part of what I learned in packaging is how adhesives work and how different type of adhesives are.
Yeah, so can you explain to me when I try to open my fucking cereal box, I rip the cardboard in half?
That's just substrate failure. That's just the glass, or not the glass. The glue's too fucking strong.
All right, Donnie, you can stop sounding smart now. We're moving on to
Did
ranting.
you
Just like that. No, it's fuck you. We're going on.
I want to rant about what's inside because I watched another one of their videos today, and I
Why
wanted
would you
to
do
die.
that?
Because
Why?
I watched a Mark Rober video.
Of course. Okay.
Wait,
okay.
That's understandable.
Can you give me up to speed on what's inside? I don't think I've ever watched their
Yeah, I
videos.
don't think
Don't.
I know what
Yeah,
you're
don't.
talking about.
You don't know?
What is
I
inside?
don't know.
All right, hold on. Let me stop sitting. Okay, hold on. Let me prepare myself.
All right. So basically,
Fuck
there's
off,
a dad.
I was getting
Gosh,
prepared.
my
I was getting prepared.
When two people like each other very much.
Yeah. Thank you. No, you're humongous.
This is a podcast. Don't do that.
Get back in there! All right, we're good.
This is all
Okay,
getting
we're
cut
good.
out. It's not.
Yeah,
'cause I'm
We
too
know
lazy.
it's not
You're
because you're
dumb.
too
I'm too
lazy.
lazy. But
That's what
okay.
you said about 700.
Everyone, shut up.
No,
No.
Okay,
Fuck you, Donnie.
I win.
So
Andy.
basically, what it is I
You
don't know.
don't
what-
know. Andy,
Yeah, that-
go.
Wow.
Matt, just someone
Okay.
let Max explain before he actually punches something.
No, he told me to go. Okay, so basically it's a dad and his son. And they started their YouTube channel called What's Inside. And all they do is they see what's inside things. So for example, one episode they took a rattlesnake, a dead rattlesnake, obviously, and they took the rattle off its tail and they cut it in half to see what was inside of it, right?
And that was the first one I ever saw.
Yeah, that's the
And
first one I ever
think
saw
you
too.
Yeah.
And they do it for everything. They do it for like they do for boosted boards. They do like the new MacBook. And
Like
they-
anything you
like,
can think of, they have
Literally
a video on.
anything.
The newest one was air raid sirens. like hand crank air raid sirens. Okay,
They're so cool.
but here's the thing about them: is in that rattlesnake video, I watched it and it has like 20 million views. Like it's really big and it blew up, and this is what blew up their channel. In that video, they like actually go and they explain it and they cut it apart with like an X-Acto blade and like peel it apart, and they're like, oh, this is what it's like. It's like literally a rattle. And they explained it. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. The kid was fucking annoying, but I was like, well, if this dad is just like kind of teaching his kid and they're making a video together, like, sure, I'm not going to knock them. But they're fucking moronic because
They are so dumb.
they're so dumb because they don't know how to cut things in half.
They
And
also-
they do it so unsafely with fucking jigsaws and
Oh,
shit.
Jesus.
They don't know what a miter saw is, and they keep calling it the wrong thing, and it pisses me off. And whenever they cut things in half, they always use the wrong blade, and then they end up breaking it, and it's really unsafe, and they don't use any fluid to fucking cool down any of their cutting instruments. And it hurts to watch. And sometimes they don't even take things apart to see what are inside them. They just fucking smash them with a goddamn sledgehammer.
Yeah, I'm looking
See-
at their thumbnails right now. And
Okay.
It just,
Let's take a look.
So here's my issue with them, right? So they take stuff apart, but they don't bother trying to learn anything about any of
They
it.
don't explain it.
And so they're very dumb about stuff. So for example, the rattlesnake one was cool because I don't know, you can kind of do that and see what happens. Like they'll cut open a computer and they'll be like, oh look, there's like a green board and there's like this thingy in here that's sharp. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, this is the screen.
Oh, why is there weird smoke coming out of this, even though we
Yeah,
just hit it with a
exactly. And
fucking hammer?
And like, they're so absurdly dumb about a lot of it
I'm
that they
just
just
looking.
The kid,
like, and their terminology kills me. Like they did one with Jerry Rig Everything, who is the opposite. I love Jerry Rig Everything. I think he's pretty dope.
He
but,
does cool
um,
stuff. And Ben's
but they did one with
iPads
him.
in half.
And it was what's inside a Tesla tire. And they're like, what's inside this Tesla tire? I'm like, you mean what's inside a tire? I mean, it's a tire. Every car has a tire.
No, this is the Tesla.
And so it's on the car, and they start trying to like stab it with a knife. And they open it up, they're like, oh, look, it has foam in it. Interesting. And I'm like,
I hate
are you
them.
fucking kidding me?
Okay,
I'm like, it's a tire. Everyone knows it's what's inside a tire.
and the problem,
rubber
the
in
biggest,
air.
the biggest problem with them is they're idiots, and then the second problem is, their channel's huge and they get a lot of views,
Huge.
but like.
I mean, even I could do that.
Like I watch the videos and I go, this could be so much better if they just like, if they were even remotely smart and they would like take the time to look inside things and cut them if they need to, but usually they can just fucking take screws out. Like I'm pretty sure I watched.
That's what bothers me.
I'm
is
pretty
their
sure I watched a video that was what's inside a Nerf gun, and they fucking cut it with a saw. Literally,
what's
you can
inside-
I've
you can take
dismantled
those
diamond
apart
or
with
the
a
play buttons.
screwdriver.
I
Yeah.
feel like that's something where they blew up and they wanted to keep doing it, but they didn't know how, and they kept going and they kept thinking,
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
It's
as
like
opposed to why
I'm
I
looking
should.
at one right now. It's what's inside Lonzo Ball's shoes. It's like a nice basketball sneaker and a fucking hatchet next to it. Why would you use a hatchet?
One of them was what's inside Yeezys, and they cut it lengthwise in half.
Yeah, I see that.
That was weird. How many subscribers do they have since you're looking?
6.5 million.
6.5 million
6.1
subscribers,
million.
and they get so
6.1.
many views. They get so many views,
But,
and they
okay,
pop.
here's-
But here's the thing, they pop up everywhere. Fucking, they were in a Casey Neistat video the other day. They were in a Mark Rober video for literally no reason,
And
and
they uploaded
like,
a video 6 hours ago. Yeah, the air raid signs.
yeah, and I watched the Mark Rober video, which is about horns and like how basically how megaphones work and how they amplify sound, and they built like a huge one. It was really interesting. But then like that what's inside people were there, and I'm like, why are they here? This is so annoying. And then they were like, oh, and we did a video about air raid sirens on their channel, so go watch that. And I was like, all right, well, if Mark's in it, hopefully it'll be like sort of good. So I go and watch it, and it's like so dumb because they're like, all right, so we have this like World War II air raid siren, and it's loud, and you crank it like this, and then Mark comes out and he explains how it works, and like that should be the end of it. Like it's done. But then they're like, all right, now we have this electric one that we're going to throw into the air 20 feet and let it hit the pavement while it's running. And then we're going to hit it with a sledgehammer a few times. And they never even like looked at like
I
the
wonder if it's
motor
gonna work.
or anything. It was so upsetting.
Okay, there's some things in here that's like, I just don't understand why they make this. What's inside a square watermelon?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
hurts.
Stuff like that.
What's
Well,
inside a 30-year-old soup can of soup? I don't
know.
know. Probably some old ass fucking soup.
Yeah, maybe soup.
No, it's like epic. We have to look at the content because
But, like,
no
I don't
one
know.
ever
If
sees
it was
inside
me-
a soup can.
I would try to do a bit of extra like research beforehand too, so I wasn't like a total idiot. You know, I'd be like
And actually,
taking apart a 1980s vintage speaker or something. And I'd be like, well, see, these speakers were famous for their horn designs and their, you know, like shit like that. And take it apart and be like, as you see, this is the power amplification board, and you know, talk about the actual stuff.
What's inside an oyster? Probably fucking oysters.
No, it might be a pearl.
Like holy shit.
and then what's inside the new YouTube play buttons? They literally
They cut them in half. And they're like, oh, it's hollow.
they cut them in half and they're like, oh, it's metal. But like the funniest part is they went to the YouTube like headquarters or YouTube award headquarters they call it, and it's like where they make them and like put their labels on and then they send them out, and there's literally someone who makes them, and it's like, oh yeah, the 10 million one is just solid aluminum. And it's like, all right, cool. So, and then they're like, all right, well, we're gonna cut one in half to see if it's solid aluminum. But like, they told you what it is.
Mm-hmm.
What's inside of it? I just told you, but is it really
What's
that?
inside Pokemon Sun and Moon 3DS game? Probably a little fucking microchip, little fucking computer board that has the ROM.
But does it have a GPS system in it?
No, the 3DS itself has that in it.
Some of these
Well,
aren't
wait,
even like
wait,
what's
wait, wait.
inside.
Well,
but they're just like
are you talking about
exploring.
3D game?
What?
Luxury
Talking about
boomstick.
3DS game?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
this is the one I wanted to talk about. Okay, what's inside a piano? Okay,
Fucking
Yo, they better hit it
strings.
with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
they
Okay,
just
okay, but not everyone knows that.
they just smash a piano. That's what they do. But like
That's-
they don't take the panels off and then they explain how the mechanism works. And there's really cool mechanism inside of a fucking piano because it's really cool, okay? And they could have taught so many people about how cool pianos are, but they literally, the main thing that they did in the video was just lift up an upright piano on a fucking forklift and then push it off.
Like it's in the Looney Tunes joke where they gotta play the note and then you see all the strings and everything hooked up to like a bomb, so then they have to play the song in the right way, but they're one note off, so then the one guy. So that's how you know the inside of piano. Everybody knows the inside of piano. They've watched a funny epic cartoon.
You're telling me they should change their YouTube channel name to Finna Smash and make the title of everything Finna Smash Piano.
Dude, that would be fine. Then that would
start
be
one, but
perfect.
instead,
Proper
smash it, cut
advertising.
stuff open and explain what's inside. Whoa! Give them the
Okay,
good
I'm
old
trying-
What's
flippity
in-
flop.
I change it to I'm going to yeet this piano.
But okay, but here's the thing about a piano. If you know what you're doing with a piano, you can literally like just take all of the keys and the hammer mechanisms and just like lift them out of the piano and they're still perfectly intact.
See,
You know, they didn't do
channel-
that. Like they didn't get anyone. They just like found a free piano on Craigslist because there's millions of them. If you ever want a piano that kind of sucks, just go on Craigslist Creasefaction. You can get a piano. Anyway, but they just find a piano and they just destroy it. Which like the video should just be called "Destroying a Fucking Piano," and then people would like.
So, for example, I'd still like their channel if it was the dad. I always forget the dad's name, but I know the son's Lincoln.
I've never seen a video.
If it was like the dad and the son or whatever, if they just interviewed someone that did it for him, if they went to like a Steinway factory and were like, "How do pianos work?" and they tell them, and they like
just
ask questions.
remade how
and
it's made
stuff.
videos.
No,
I think
but
that'd
like,
be a
but they
lot
have
better.
a professional show about how it's done and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm already looking
That'd
at the
be
thumbnails.
cool.
What's inside a college basketball scoreboard? The guy's literally mid swing.
I bet it's a bunch of screens.
I bet it's a bunch of
Or a
fucking
bunch of,
lights.
And
Yeah, not screens.
Yeah, I
Lights.
played Payday too. I know how that works.
and speaking
No.
of Lincoln, a bunch of the comments, at least they used to be, but a bunch of the comments are like, "What's inside Lincoln's fucking head?" Oh, you just,
Everyone says that.
They're like, "Hey,
Okay,
you
Lincoln,
should
find out."
murder your kid and cut him open," like because everyone
I was-
hates the kid because he's cringy as
It's
fuck.
fucking obnoxious.
But I
I was
love-
like I just sped up watched one what's inside a bulletproof vest. Most of that was just them shooting at it to show the fact that bullets don't go through Kevlar.
Oh wow! I had
Wow.
to know that.
I
Well, hey, I
wonder
learned
why
something
it's
new,
called
guys.
Bulletproof vest.
Yeah, so they cut it open, and I was really hoping for them to start cutting in them and for it to just like fuck up their saw because Kevlar's 5 times stronger than steel.
God, yeah.
But
No.
wait, why can I bend Kevlar?
Okay, fuck off.
We should make a
Wait,
parody video.
but
where
can
we
jet
do
fuel
the
melt
what's
Kevlar?
inside.
Can we make a beam out of Kevlar and test it? We can start an
Make
YouTube
Twin
channel.
Towers out of Kevlar.
Just because it is stronger than Kevlar doesn't mean it melts at a higher temperature.
All right, boys, and that means we are going to make Twin Towers out of Kevlar, like Lucas said.
Hell yeah.
No,
Indestructible.
it will melt.
Should make a parody.
Not if a plane doesn't hit it. Excuse me.
Where we cut bodies open and say, "What's inside the human body?" And
We'll
then
code everything
say,
as
"What's
black
in the
as
box?"
asbestos.
We'll
I'm
make-
pretty
we'll
sure.
make-
I'm pretty sure there was a video that they put out that was what's inside Lincoln, but then they were like, "Haha, pranked."
We'll make a deep web red
See,
room
they could have
video
done like a
called
CAT
What's
scan for the
Inside.
joke or something.
Yeah, or an
Or
MRI.
an MRI, like
Yeah.
something cool. They make enough money; they can probably buy an MRI scanner for God's sakes.
Probably at least a cheap one. And I don't know
No,
how
those
much
are
they go
really
for,
fucking
but
expensive.
Yeah,
I-
they're
those are
multiple
like
million
$10 million.
dollars.
I again,
but
the
like
cheap
rent one
version
for
of
the
it.
day. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
pay a doctor and be like, "Hey, just put me under this shit." Like they have the money to do that.
Yeah,
Yes.
what's inside my son? It's 18 million views and it was posted on April
It's-
1st.
And it's not
Everybody
Lincoln.
wanted it to. Everyone was like, "Please kill him."
There's
It's
a
the
bunch.
shot
I just clicked on it,
Kill Bill.
and there's a bunch of comments at the beginning. Or it says, "What's inside your son's head? What's inside Lincoln? What's inside the boy?"
The boy.
It's probably bots.
But they're just so utterly stupid. And like the air raid siren video, like they literally like when they smashed it with the hammer, they literally only broke like the dumbest part of it. That was just like plastic.
Because
and-
they're metal.
And like it was so dumb. And then they didn't just like take it apart and then are like, all right, well here's where the gear connects or where the crank connects to a gear, and then it turns this thing, and then this is this housing. You know, it wasn't educational at all. It's just let's fucking cut it in half. I hate people.
Yeah, most of the information that you can gather from a video is literally the first paragraph of Wikipedia. From what I've
Yeah.
noticed.
Anytime like that's how you can describe your videos that's not good, you gotta bring a spin on it. Something.
I just hate them so much.
I think like I don't know. I feel like that concept is just kind of like it has potential.
If you take someone like Destin from Smarter Every Day or Mark Rober and you make them make that series, it would be way better because they would actually they'd actually want to know what it is. But instead, like even people like Destin from Smarter Every Day are like, oh, these guys from What's Inside are so cool. Because like he's not gonna talk shit about them, but like
Oh,
you,
of course,
you know
yeah.
he watches those videos and goes, man, these could be way better.
See, for example, best type of video for What's Inside. My favorite channel for this, Hydraulic Press channel, right? Guy's got a funny accent. He laughs and swears with his wife, who loses her shit when her clay dolls get crushed. It's funny, like every time. He's like, look at this dangerous doggy. He will kill everybody. We must deal with it. And
Right
turns on the
away.
it's crushed, and
They
she
just-
goes, ah! And she fucking laughs in the background.
And they just fucking die.
There's there's that, but then there's like and there's also the water jet channel. And they just
Yeah,
I
where he
love
just
those
cuts
guys.
some shit
like,
with water.
they literally just all they do is cut things in half. Like that's their whole
They
thing.
just mess
and that's
around with this
and
stuff.
that's what's inside is, but they do it badly. You know?
Well, my favorite episode from the Water Gun channel is when they took the gloves, the cut-proof gloves. They put hot dogs in it, and they're like, I wonder if this will save my fingers. And they put it under it, and they're like, don't
Nope.
put your fingers under a water cutter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's funny because most of it's not even like a water cutting channel. Like they made a high pressure compressed air gun, and they shot throwing knives out of it.
Good.
Yeah, like
It was awesome.
that channel, like that's like they cut things in half better than What's Inside, because What's Inside's like, oh, we want to know what's inside this handgun, so we're gonna cut it in half instead of like taking it apart, which is what they should do. But like they fail at doing it. But whereas the Water Jet channel is just like, oh, we're gonna cut this handgun in half and then cut it perfectly lengthwise, so then it is two halves that still work.
Well, and they do
You know,
it in an interesting
it's,
way
like, really
too.
cool.
Whereas What's Inside is like, hey, I have this fucking hand saw. I'm gonna cut it open.
I'm not sure how many videos from water gun or
Water jet.
Yeah, also my brain's freezing. I'm not sure how many of their videos you've seen, but they have a couple ad videos they do that I actually love. Like they did one for a stud finder that was smart, and it actually showed you what was behind the wall. Instead of just like beeping when it got near a stud, it would kind of show you like the general shape of stuff. So they
Your phone
took
can act as a
so
stud
they
finder.
took all of the so they took all the stuff out of one of the guy's pockets, like his phone, his wallet, his keys, his like all of his shit, spread it out like 6 different objects on a piece of plywood, and put another piece of plywood on top, and then put it under the water jet. And the guy goes, "Hey, you should use this tool to find all your stuff and draw a correct line so you don't, cut through your phone or your wallet."
That's
And
fun.
it was obviously an ad, and it was a great ad. It was still interesting because the guy's like, "Oh God, I'm gonna miss. I'm not gonna be able to buy anything." And he's just like, "That's cool."
I also
That's
like how the
cool.
guy licks a bunch of stuff and he goes, "Yep, it's real."
Oh yeah, every time he looks at it, he goes, "Yep, yep."
I like how how Warner Brothers made the Lego movie as an ad for Black Friday.
I was so confused by that.
I read an article
all of a
about
sudden
it
that
later.
morning, I sent it to Oi because I was like, why did
Yeah.
I just get a
yeah.
115-minute ad before
Yeah,
this
it was
video?
literally
Yeah.
all of the first Lego movie.
Yeah, and then Lucas
on.
linked it, and then I actually watched the movie.
I was going to, but I had shit to do. Let me check if it's still up because I think I liked it, so it should hopefully still be there.
I mean, I doubt it
I need to watch
because
it.
people found the link, so like then it would just be
Probably.
unlisted
Yep.
forever.
There it is, deleted video right
Yeah.
in between a
Aw.
video about
Guess what I did?
Pikachu and Johnny yes papa race like
What?
Guess what I did?
nothing.
Did you?
Pooped.
I
Epic style?
downloaded the video.
Did you
We're
actually?
watching the Lego
Yeah.
movie. Dude.
Play Epic. OMG.
I already have it downloaded. Very legally, of course. Internet. Yep. Because I was like, I saw an ad for it, like a short ad, and I was like, on like another DVD movie, and I was like, I haven't actually watched it, so I downloaded and watched.
It's good.
Good.
It's not
Yeah, no,
bad.
I really
It's really
want
not
to watch
bad.
it. I love.
You
that
haven't
kind of
seen it,
stuff.
Lucas?
I want to.
Oh, you gotta see it. You gotta
Alright,
see it.
Morgan
Guys,
Freeman
guys,
says
right.
that his favorite iteration of Batman is Will Arnett as Lego Batman.
It's a really good
It just
Batman.
looks
It's
fun.
funny.
All right,
I-
guys. Christmas
Yes.
break. We're gonna watch 2 things: Lego Movie and then Borat.
Yeah. We do need to watch
we
that.
haven't. Me and Noah at least haven't watched it for some reason. Max, have you
I've
watched
seen-
it?
No,
Okay.
it's
No,
Max hasn't seen
it's
it.
Max
Donnie and I have
Lucas.
seen it. Donnie and
I
I
watched-
probably watched it like 8 fucking times now.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I watched it
Yeah,
once
watch it.
last year in
Okay.
dorms, and then I watched it with
Yeah.
Andy this year.
Okay,
Man, you
good.
think Donnie hasn't seen Borat?
I didn't. There was one other-
Dude, get
Very
your
nice.
shit together.
There it
He quotes it
Alright.
more than anybody.
Yeah.
I'm so.
Bang bang skeet motherfucker.
Okay, no,
Okay,
never mind.
Donnie.
Now I remember because you keep mentioning the like dog
Yeah.
or whatever.
Donnie, you
scene.
didn't even
What
say the
type
right
of
line.
dog
We're gonna
is
close
that?
and say it right.
That's a turtle in a shell.
Does this car have pussy magnet?
Where
Alright,
is
then
the
stop
pussy?
quoting it. I want
No,
to.
where is the pussy? No, that's the thing. We're not even. It's still. Even we could
No, I
say
know,
the
I'm
entire
kidding.
movie. It'd still be funny.
Yeah, it's because he looks so awkward and uncomfortable whenever
And
he
his
like.
delivery is so perfect.
It's so good.
I'm gonna watch that entire movie and hate it.
No, oh,
It's
probably.
gonna be together.
It's so
we'll
cringy.
hate
It makes me
together.
cringe, even the amount of times I've seen it.
Like
Yeah.
honestly, like I've seen clips of Sacha Baron Cohen stuff, and I hate it. Like I want him to stop making things.
Because he's so good at what he does.
No, it's
He's
just
so
it's
good.
just so horrible. It's just so bad.
It's not what he actually believes in. He's just trying to get shitty people to do stuff.
I know it
for
just
him.
Yeah.
just it just
And
makes
he's
me
And,
so
and it
uncomfortable.
helps if you know most of the worst scenes in Borat were definitely staged. So like,
Yeah.
It make
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
it
not
just-
all of it.
It
is
makes me
real.
so uncomfortable.
Oh,
yeah, not all of it is. A lot. Some
it'd be
stuff.
uncomfy if all of it was real.
It's okay. It's a story of love and loss.
No, it's not.
Trials and yes, it is, Max.
Yes,
There
it
are
is.
trials and tribulations in that story.
I
There's
disagree.
an actual plot to it.
I
It's not just
disagree.
him just
No.
going, "You are Jew."
Will he forgive?
Yeah, no, it's a good.
Oh,
It's
so good.
yeah, you'll hate it though, Max. But we're gonna watch it.
I want to
I
see the
will.
Lego Batman movie, but I haven't watched it yet. I also want to see
Yeah.
the new Fantastic Beasts, which is in theaters right now. But
Dude,
I
I do
have-
too. Cause
I have
you know,
no
I have
one-
not
love
seen the
Harry
first
Potter.
Fantastic Beasts. Fun
Yeah,
fact.
same.
I have
probably
no
a this
one. I
weekend
have no
thing.
one to go with, and I'm not gonna go alone. So I'm just not gonna see it.
Yeah, I'll
Probably
probably.
go with my
see it.
stepmom. She'd be
When
down
it
to see
comes
it.
out, we're gonna buy it probably. because we have all the Harry Potter movies. We don't have the first Fantastic Beasts, and I'm sad about it because my family's like, it's not a real Harry Potter. I'm like, yo, it's the same universe. I'm still interested. That's like saying Jurassic World is in the same universe as Jurassic Park. I mean, it is,
Well,
just different timelines,
I
and they're
mean-
not as good. But like, it's the same universe.
Yeah. What else have we got that we can squeeze
Yeah.
in? What are we at for time?
Yeah.
40 minutes.
All right. So I'm gonna talk about music.
Oh,
As I do
wait,
every-
did you want to talk about Andy or that thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
You go
Boys.
ahead.
Okay, so we're split about this. AFKing versus muting in Discord. So I know Donnie gets fucking triggered about it. If we leave for like more than 5 minutes and leave our mics deafened and muted, he gets so upset about it that we don't move to the AFK
No, I
channel.
don't. It's when Klein and
No,
Chuck
it's
sit
when
in the
Klein-
Discord
yeah.
for multiple hours on end, just muted or just
No,
AFK.
that's what me and
That's
Noah
what
get
bothers
upset
me.
about
Well,
all
no,
the
okay.
time.
I know
You
Klein
included
doesn't.
sometimes, Andy.
Well,
like the
okay,
three
no.
of
Hey,
you
hey,
just be
hey,
doing a
guys,
deafened
guys,
party.
guys,
This is what
no,
it
no,
is for
Andy,
me.
Andy.
Max.
I just want to reiterate that this is a podcast, and yelling over each other is not the point. So
It is though.
take turns, for the love of God.
Okay.
And okay.
Okay, I'm gonna make my point. So in my Discord server, I have an AFK channel set up that it will automatically move it to you if there's been no activity on your
If
Discord
you're
for
away.
15 minutes. If
Which is
you're
why
away.
Chuck doesn't get moved because he's always AFKing in RuneScape, so his bot's keeping his computer from going away.
Exactly. But like the thing is there's an AFK channel there. Like a lot of times what I'll do is I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna go into the kitchen. I just click on the AFK channel, walk into the kitchen for my prolonged
No, you
period of
don't.
time.
You mute your mic.
Yes and no sometimes.
More often than
I've
not.
been trying to use the AFK channel more, just because it's so obnoxious when you just see Klein and Chuck in there all fucking day.
Yeah, it's not about the like difference between AFK and deafen for me. It's about two people joining something to intentionally talk and intentionally pressing the button to not talk to each other or
Yeah.
have any communication. That's
So I don't know. For me, it depends. If I think I'm gonna be gone for like a couple seconds or a few minutes, I'll just mute my mic and headset to show I'm there.
that's
but
fine.
I'm doing something
understand
real
that
quick.
because
Yeah,
it's a
I
short
get
period
that.
of time.
So,
You're
like,
not there for an hour.
And like it depends what I'm doing. Like today when I went down it was like a quick 10-minute dinner. So I just stayed in the channel real quick, went downstairs to eat. And came back. I know what Klein does a lot of times. He'll mute his mic and headset, and when you join, he'll unmute.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes if I'm in there, Chuck and I will be in there, and Chuck will mute, talk to his girlfriend, and I'll mute and watch like a podcast or something until he unmutes, and then I'll unmute myself.
It's just they sit in there for so
But-
long.
Okay, but do you deafen when he goes and talks to his girlfriend, or do you mute?
Not all the time. I mute if I actually get up. If I walk away, I deafen. Like if I walk away to like go pee or something, I'll
That
deafen.
makes sense.
Because I just don't like stuff coming over my speakers or headphones when I'm not here.
Yes, that makes sense. But if you're at your computer and you are actively doing something on your computer and you're in the Discord channel and you're deafened, unless it's for like it's for a prolonged period of time, just leave.
Yeah, like
That's
Chuck will be like,
exactly what I
"Hey,
mean.
sorry guys, I gotta go to class," and he just deafens.
Yeah.
He doesn't leave.
He doesn't leave. He just
Like
deafens.
he's in there right now, deafened, and he has been since like 8 a.m.
Yeah,
like
that-
he literally
Yeah,
never
he has been in that server for all of today, and
I don't
that's
know
what
why.
I don't get, because it's
Well,
just
that's
like
what I don't.
he's not there.
That's what I don't get either, Andy.
I mean, I join the chat to talk. I'll join it and be like,
Yeah, believe it or not, you join the talking thing to talk to people instead
Well,
of joining
sometimes-
it specifically
sometimes
not
he'll
to talk.
forget to mute his mic and stuff. So
Or you could just be Klein and just join, don't say anything with your mic unmute and just aggressively type and just break our eardrums. And then just leave randomly.
I'm good. How are you?
It's still not as loud as it can go.
Still not as loud as we can go.
it's not because I don't have a blue keyboard and my mic still blocks out a lot of it.
And your mic isn't inside
I brought
your
up a
green
screen. I
keyboard.
didn't
Yeah,
know
but
I could bring
it's
up by accident.
it doesn't make sense when 3 people is in the everybody chat and they're all deafened.
Yes,
because
I agree.
Chuck is there for hours on end, just deafened, and will literally be messaging him and being like, "Hey, do you want to play? Like, do you want to play a game?" And he's gone. He's nowhere to be found. So he shouldn't be in the server.
Mhm.
Just leave. It's not
Yeah.
hard. And if you're getting up to go to the kitchen, deafen. If you want to watch a YouTube video, I do this all the time. Just deafen for 5 minutes, and then you watch it.
I say you do it all the time because I'd be like, "Hey Max," and you won't respond. I'd be like, "Oh, he's deafened."
Yeah, I do it all the
Yeah.
time because I can't listen to music and listen to you people talk. I can't listen to a video and talk to you people. I can't do it. I can't divide my attention like that.
Yeah. No, I try and like if I'm gonna watch a YouTube video, I'll either deafen or just leave.
Yeah, because if
Depending
I'm
on
watching a
That's what
YouTube
I'm
video,
watching.
I'm gonna drone you guys out, and I'm not gonna
Mhm.
pay attention. So why have the background noise of you guys talking? You know?
Unless it's
Yeah.
like some big funny video where you guys want to hear my reaction, I usually just deafen if it's like, oh, this is interesting. Not a dude, what the fuck is this kind of video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
Anyway,
Do
I'm
your
gonna talk about music. Yo, so like it was like 2-3 weeks ago now. Oxnard by Anderson .Paak came out. Some good stuff. It's Anderson .Paak. He started out as like a gospel drummer in the church, and now he's like a hip hop guy. He was mentored by Dr. Dre. I mean, like he's not new by any means. He's been making music for a number of years, but he's got some good stuff on this album. I really like the album Tints with the song Tints with Kendrick Lamar. It's just got a really nice like upbeat, got a very like wide variety of influences and a lot of like cool inspiration in it. Also, in his song Sweet Chick, I'm gonna read some bars off this guy's.
ugh.
Got a skater bitch. She a gamer. Gotta take her to arcades and shit. She'll be watching anime while I'm laying dick. Wanna go to Comic-Con? I'm like, come down a bit. All my gangster shit.
That would make me hate that song.
No, it's good though.
The fact
It's
that
a
you
good
just
song.
said bars.
Yeah. Kind of
Yeah.
upsets me.
Who is
It's
this
okay.
Anderson .Paak?
Anderson.Paak.
Isn't that like?
I
Isn't that the
got
CNN host that like got No, that's Anderson Cooper. Sorry.
Yeah, it's Anderson Cooper.
Sorry.
This is the song.
Is that his rap name though? Is that him?
Yeah. It's
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he becomes black for the song.
Dude, I don't know race.
I'm making joke.
I don't know who
Max.
you're talking about.
This is Anderson .Paak. He's got really nice teeth. Anthony Fantano's worried that he's gonna take over as best
Oh,
teeth in the
shit.
game. He's worried that Anderson .Paak and Thundercat may pass him as the best teeth.
No,
in the
this
game.
can't be real. I'm literally shaking.
Yeah.
Anthony Fantano isn't in the game.
He is the best teeth
Max,
in the
fuck
motherfucking
off.
game.
You don't know
He just talks about the game though. He's not in the game.
He has the best teeth in the game.
In what
Have
game?
you guys ever seen Honey Boo Boo?
Your
teeth win everybody.
The not teeth game? When we're talking about teeth? Yeah.
Max, 5-second video. Best teeth in the fucking
Best
game.
teeth in the
I'm not
fucking
watching
game,
that.
right?
All right, we're at
All
48
right.
minutes.
Hey guys, can you give me a context? All right, sure. Fuck you. I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm not
Okay.
watching it right now because we're recording
Oh,
the
I
goddamn
thought you-
podcast. You
I thought you said I'm not watching it. Like never.
excuse me.
No,
That's
he-
not
no,
what I
he did.
sound like.
He did say it like that. I
That's
just
not
don't
what
think he
I.
meant it
That's
like
not what I
that.
sound like.
There's
Max,
no
this is not my Max voice. This is my I'm angry voice.
That's not what I sound like.
angry react.
Guys, please no yelling over each other. This is a podcast.
You can
I'm not
genuinely
making- No swear.
fuck off.
I want
No
the-
swear.
Hey,
Trolls
swears?
Did you? Is that your album of the week? Is the Anderson .Paak thing?
Yeah,
Anthony's-
Anderson .Paak, Oxnard. Pretty good.
Oxnard.
like it.
All right.
It's a good song. It's a good album. I like
Right.
it a lot.
Okay. Good.
J. Cole had kind of a weak feature on it, but it's good. You know? Bye, everybody. Have a nice night.
Okay, have a good night. I love you. Good
I don't
night.
like Anthony Fantano.
I know.
He rubs me the wrong way.
I know.
I
Yeah,
don't like that
well-
guy.
I know.
Him and his bald head and his nice teeth. Apparently,
You're not giving criticism. You're bullying now.
I'm not.
Max, please.
I'm not. I'm just saying he's a bald
Excuse
fuck
me,
with
we've all
four
learned this
eyes.
this way.
Listen, you know, I could bring up the fact that he has a receding hairline and that his eyes are really creepy and his ears are huge.
Max,
I mean,
stop
I mean, not
describing
huge.
What
And
eyes?
his,
Whoa.
and
I
his,
was
he- and
literally
his,
about to say, but then
and
he's
his-
making fun of himself.
and his and his head is too small or too big for his ears.
Yeah, and he wears
But-
glasses and plays bass.
Yeah, what a fucking bitch. Dude, I hate that
Literally,
guy.
you almost just
This is
described
self-destructive.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's the sad part.
You see so much of yourself in him that you start to hate.
I don't like him. He rubs me the wrong way.
Because he's the better you.
Excuse me.
Okay, let's end the
Is
podcast.
Anthony
Good night, I
Montana
love you.
Jewish?
That's
End
just
it.
offensive.
End it.
No, he's vegan.
Hey,
Oh,
That's
no, I
even
hate him.
worse. Why'd you tell me that?
Because his
that's what he is.
No, I hate him
Okay,
even more.
Okay.
He's
Okay,
a
but the
thick
question
I don't really
vegan.
care.
why is he vegan?
I don't
That's
really
what he
care.
believes in.
People can be vegan. I don't really. It's fine.
If he's vegan because he thinks it's healthier, he can go end himself.
Have we ended the podcast yet?
No,
he's
we're not done here.
We're not done yet.
there's. I
People
don't know,
can be
you
vegan
probably
if they
Google-
want, as long as they're not pretentious about it. And the fact that I don't know he's a vegan from watching the 4 videos I've seen, he's doing it right.
Yeah.
He brings up every once in a
No,
while.
vegan
Not
gains
like-
is doing it right. Duh.
Dude,
Um,
fuck that
I
guy.
did. That's not a name I need to hear again. It has been years.
He's been vegan since he was like our age too.
All right, Lucas,
Yeah.
closing remarks.
Good night kisses. Good night wishes. Good night flushes, fishes, and bishes. Go to sleep. Please go to sleep. I don't care what time it is. Please go to sleep. I know it's 5 p.m. But please go to sleep. Okay. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
I said Lucas.
Would you like cheese with that?
Fuck off.